Does public schooling prepare students for adulthood beyond a career? By Raven and Alex. If you question a student on why they are in school beyond the simple responses like "my mom made me," it would be along the lines of getting a good job and having a good life. A mindset fixated on a career that leads to a good pay, and that's because it's what schools teach you. Now, that isn't necessarily bad, but that shouldn't be the only thing you are learning. A student spends about 40 hours a week in school, and in those 40 hours, there are no lessons on what being an adult is like. There are other electives that could be replaced with this curriculum or combined with subjects like health, but there aren't. What most schools and teachers fail to realize is that they are preparing them for a career and not a future life. When out and about roaming the streets, interviewing people around our school, a woman who had graduated college 5 years ago responded to the prompt, "If you could keep the curriculum taught in schools, what would you keep and what would you change?" She responded, "I would have liked more practical adulting skills added. I would combine more practical things like business and political thinking with more creative thinking." Followed by, "Intellectually, school has prepared me for my future, but practically, no." If a student was asked about how they would pay bills, manage their money, and pay taxes, they would have no idea until college, and even then, it would only teach them on ways to save money. It isn't like this has been known, only nobody has raised awareness for it. When a student decides to live in a dorm for college, they very quickly learn how to save money. They're forced to learn on their own or from their parents due to school inability to teach life applicable lessons like who needs to know about the Pythagorean theorem. I think it's agreed upon that the schools teach a lot of useless information and these systems should be changed. Schools School has failed in a human sense, but in a systematic sense, it's been very successful, says Ghetto, and it couldn't have been said better. Schools continuously force careers that the economy needs. That's why subjects like math and science continue past the 10th grade because many careers stemmed from these subjects are needed. The American dream consists of having a dream job where in reality the higher paying jobs are those that are demanding from the economy, leaving the students no other choice but to follow the curriculum in order to succeed in life. However, it needs to be noted that teachers are unable to see how prepared a student is beyond the subject that they teach them. When we were interviewing people, we came across three teachers, and when asked if they felt that schools had prepared them for the real world, they said yes. However, those who didn't follow the career of teaching did not. From a student's experience, specifically from SLA, the only knowledge that we have for adulthood would be from Ms. Martin's health class and the one scenario she gave us about money management. That's the closest we've been tasked on adulthood, and I can honestly say that it's helped me grasp a better perspective on money and how taxes, bills, insurance takes a toll on a paycheck. Schools can integrate small classes or activities that help better prepare a student for adulthood. In SLA, it could be an advisory activity because no one does anything in advisory, so why not make it useful for students? Schools don't need a massive change to prevent this unpreparedness. Small changes are acceptable. Anything to help better prepare students would be great.